Hello everybody and welcome to this video. A lot of you guys asked me to do how to play better co-op with engineer, so here I'm doing it right now with some more basic tips as some engineer tips to play co-op better. So let's not waste time and go straight into the video. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is a correctly selected weapon for the co-op missions for the engineer. So as you see, I use the FY9, and this is practically a very good weapon to use in the co-op missions, and I'll explain you now why. There are two types of weapons that I would suggest you to take into co-op missions. The first type of weapons are weapons that have a lot of damage, and the second type of weapons are weapons that have a lot of bullets. Just an example for those two weapons: for the high damage category I would go with the FY9, and to the weapon with the other category with a lot of bullets I would suggest you to use the SMG 19B that you can open in the vendors. Of course, if you have the XRL PDW for engineer or the Honey Badger, take them to the mission, but be careful because they have higher repair costs. The second thing I wanted to tell you, and I probably repeat myself like the 10th time: shoot to the head. Even with the engineer weapon you need to shoot headshots. I know that the engineer guns are slightly weak to the long range, so you will need a couple of bullets to kill the enemy in the head. But do this little effort and you will be able to make the kill score 4 crowns almost every mission. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is what scope to take on the engineer gun. You will maybe say, no, there is no difference, it's the same, but I'll give you a proof that it's not the same, and I'll bring you guys the best scope to use on co-op and even on PvP. So I'm in the safe house now and I'll be changing scopes now, and you will see that the hip accuracy doesn't change at all, but when I will put the advanced SMG scope it gets smaller. Let's put one scope, let's put another scope, let's put the advanced SMG scope, and we see that the hip accuracy increased. So put this scope, and if you still don't believe me, let's zoom in into the picture. Now let's put the red dot sight and see what hip accuracy it has. It has this round with a little bit holes, but when we go to the advanced SMG scope it doesn't have any holes and it's just smaller round. So the hip accuracy is better with the advanced SMG scope. So if you have it unlocked already from the vendors, take it and use it because it's the best scope to use. Next off, there is very important thing that, as I play a lot of co-op and a lot of PvP, none of the player does, and it's to refill armor, and it's very important. If you see a teammate that needs armor, make sure to refill it to him. Even if he has a little bit of armor down, just refill it back. Why armor is important? I'll explain you now. When you get hit, for example, for 50 damage, and you have armor, so your HP goes down by 30%. You will not get 50 damage, you will get 30 damage. So it's decreasing the amount of HP that goes down every time you get hit. But if you, for example, don't have armor and you get hit for 50 damage, you will get 50 damage out of your health, and if you stay without health, you're gonna die. I just wanted to add one more thing, that refilling armor, it's not like refilling health. If you have a little amount of HP and you have a full armor and you will get a little hit, you will still die. The amount of HP, this is the most important amount, but when you are refilling the armor, you are decreasing the amount of HP that goes down every hit. So basically, refilling armor, it's the main idea of engineer in co-op missions. Not to kill, because you have probably riflemen in team, so refill your armor to your teammates and to yourself, and this is your most important task. One more thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Warlord armor and other armor you wear in the game. So you probably know that every weapon that you take, or every armor that you take that is permanent on your inventory, you'll have to fix it after every game. But if you have rental weapons or armor, make sure to take it because you don't need to fix it. You will now see my loadout for the PvE mission, and it's all built from rental weapons. Also, if you do have gold weapon, take it because you also don't have to repair it. My armor loadout looks like this. Some of the items are rental, some of them are permanent, but I'm taking the items that I don't need to repair for a lot of dollars, like the carbon fiber gloves and the light boots. They are really cheap for fixing. Let's take for example the warlord equipment. I'm just going to tell you why it's not good to wear it. There are two reasons for that. The first reason is that it's pretty much useless. If you're engineer and you take warlord vest, what the warlord vest does is just increase your amount of armor after some amount of time, but you already can refill it for yourself for free, so why to take this stupid vest with you into co-op mission? Same thing goes with medic. Why does medic need warlord helmet if he already can refill his health alone? So just don't take warlord equipment. Do you remember the armor loadout I showed you previously in this video? No? You don't remember? Okay, now it's on your screens. So as you see, I have two permanent items here. Those are the carbon fiber gloves and the light boots. Those are really cheap to fix, but if you take the warlord helmet or the warlord vest, every one of them will take about $100 to fix for every mission. The weapons and the items that you saw on my loadouts will be fixed for about $40 only together. So if you take rental equipment or equipment that is from the vendors, you will pay much less for repair. This is very important point because a lot of players don't know it and say that the repair costs are too high. Of course they are too high. You're using the most overpowered unneeded shit on your game. So just take those 5 points that I told you about them today into consideration and you will be better player in co-op for the engineer class and better player overall. And of course you will not waste so many WARFACE dollars fixing your guns. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye bye.